Ever find yourself grinding through workouts, feeling tired, achy, or just not performing like you used to? What if I told you the secret to making more gains isn't always about pushing harder, but sometimes it's about pulling back? So today we're going to talk about what a deload week is, why it's very important, and how to implement it in your routine so that you can train more consistently, train harder, train smarter, and injury free. So let's get into it. So what exactly is a deload week? A deload week is a planned intentional reduction in training stress. Think about it as a strategic pause, not stopping altogether, but training at a much lower intensity or volume to give your body and your mind a chance to recover. Most deload involves reducing intensity, which is lifting lighter weights, volume, doing less sets and reps, or frequency, which is training for fewer days. The goal isn't to be lazy, it's to allow the body to recover from the stress that you've been putting it under. If you've been training consistently for weeks or months, your muscles, connective tissues, your nervous system, and even your motivation all accumulate fatigue that isn't always obvious on a day-to-day basis. A deload gives that fatigue time to drop so you can come back stronger. Let's talk about the benefits of a deload week. Let's start with injury prevention. When you're pushing hard for weeks, your joints, tendons, and ligaments get stressed, even if your muscles feel fine. A deload lets those tissues recover so you don't end up being sidelined by nagging injuries. Next is it restores strength and performance. Here's the cool thing, strength doesn't increase during your hard training sessions, especially week to week or month to month. It increases when you recover from those weeks. A deload reduces fatigue, meaning you can come back stronger and hit new numbers. Number 3 is it helps improve your technique. Lifting lighter weights helps you to focus more on perfecting your form. This helps you to break up any bad habits and make you lifting heavier weights much more efficient. Number 4 is the mental reset. Let's be real, training hard for weeks can be mentally draining. A deload helps to refresh your motivation so you can come back hungry again. Number 5 is long-term consistency. In fitness, the people who win aren't always the ones that go the hardest. They're the ones who stay consistent for years. A deload helps you stay in the game without burning out. Now, there's no right way to do a deload, but here are some of the most effective ways that you can implement it in your own routine. Number 1 is intensity deload, the most common one. You keep the same exact exercises, but you lift much lighter, usually around 40 to 60% of your normal working weight. The volume stays similar, but the weights are easy. This is great if your joints feel very beat up, or if heavy loading has been taxing your nervous system. Number 2 is volume deload. You keep the weights very heavy or heavy-ish, but the sets cut down and the reps cut down by at least 30 to 50%. Maybe you usually do 4 sets, now you do 2 sets. This works best for people who train with high volume programs. Number 3 is frequency deload. You train for fewer days. For example, if you normally train 5 to 6 days per week, you drop that down to around 3 to 4 simple and effective workouts per week. Number 4 is technique/active recovery week. Now this is a great option if you want to do something that feels different. You can do lighter versions of your main lifts, mobility work, cardio, stretching, or machine-based workouts. Think of it like a minimum effort training week that still keeps you active and moving. Now, when should you implement your deload week? There are 2 main approaches, scheduled deloads or auto-regulated deloads. Number 1, for scheduled deloads, these are the planned deload weeks that are in your program. Commonly, it's around every 4 to 8 weeks, sometimes even longer, depending on your training experience and program difficulty. Powerlifting and bodybuilding program often bakes deloads into their cycle. Number 2 is auto-regulated deloads. You deload when your body tells you that you need one. Here are signs that you may need to deload soon. Persistent fatigue or soreness, strength numbers stall or drop in, poor sleep, low motivation, your joints feel achy or tight, your workouts start to feel unusually heavy. If 2 or 3 of these happen for a few workouts in a row, a deload might be exactly what you need. So to wrap it up, a deload isn't a step backwards, it's a step forwards. You give your body the rest that it needs so that it can perform better in the long run. So whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced athletes who are chasing PRs, implementing a deload will help you sustain your training sessions even longer, keep you more healthier, allow you to progress smoother, and also keep you in the game for long term. So make sure you do your deloads. I'll say roughly around for me I do it every 8 weeks. So every 8 to 9 weeks I do a deload. So that's what I suggest for you guys to really implement those deloads around the 8-week block. So thank you guys for watching. Any questions, put in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.